Opening the ACCel500 drive and removing or replacing the option cards. To open the front of the ACCel500, you need a small slotted or flathead screwdriver. Insert the head of the screwdriver into the slot located on the bottom cover, and turn counterclockwise to unlock it. Now you can remove the bottom cover by hand. After removal, you can now see there are two more slots located on the bottom of the front cover. Using the same screwdriver, turn the slot on the left counterclockwise and turn the slot on the right clockwise to unlock the front cover. Now, you can lift open the cover to reveal the option cards installed in your drive. Although the front cover of the ACCel500 is hinged, it will not stay open by itself. One method to keep the cover open, without using your hand, is to use a screwdriver. If the screwdriver is small enough, you can wedge it in between the cover and the top of the base to make sure the cover stays open while you're doing work with the option cards. Inside the front cover of the drive, you will see 5 slots labeled A through E. In this video, our drive only has 3 option cards in slots A, B, and C. Slot B has a frequency converter relay board installed. This board, also known as the OPT-A2 card, has 2 relay outputs which can be configured through the drive parameters. This board is almost universally installed in all ACCel500 units. The main I/O card is installed into slot A. This card is also known as the OPT-A9 card. It has 2 analog inputs, 6 digital DC inputs, 1 analog output, and 1 open collector digital output. There are jumper configurations on this card to change the analog inputs and outputs so they can send or receive either 0 to 10 volts or 0 to 20 milliamps. The ACCel500 manual can show you the correct jumper configuration to use for your application. The OPT-A9 card is the most common I/O card distributed with the ACCel500, but there are other options for slot A. The OPT-AL card is one alternative for slot A. This card has 6 digital AC inputs, 2 analog inputs, 2 analog outputs, and 1 open collector digital output. This card is an AC alternative to the all-DC OPT-A9 card. However, there are no jumpers to configure the analog inputs and outputs. Both analog inputs can only receive 0 to 10 volts, while analog output 1 sends out 0 to 20 milliamps, and analog output 2 sends out 0 to 10 volts. If the section requires encoder feedback, slot C will contain the encoder feedback card. This encoder card, shown in the video, is the OPT-A5 card. This card has input terminals for the phases of your encoder: phase A, phase B, and phase Z if applicable. This specific card also gives the option on how much voltage the drive should output to the encoder. A jumper on the board lets you choose whether the drive sends 24 volts to the tach or 15 volts. The OPT-A5 is the most commonly distributed encoder card, but there are other options to choose from. Please contact Avtron for more details regarding other encoder board options. The 2 remaining open slots, D and E, are commonly used for communication and data exchange. Serial, Profibus, Ethernet, and other communication cards are available for the ACCel500. Please contact Avtron for more details.